Alright guys, what's going on? This is my quick summary of the Nintendo Switch, of my experience. I've had it over a week now since release. I actually bought it 2 days after release. So this is how it started, right? I was gonna wait until April. I was going to Japan, and they're about £80 cheaper in Japan. So about £210, £200 or so. And yeah, so I played my friend's one. He got his mum bought it for him. He's the same age as me, but his mum bought it for him, right? and he's like, oh, I should have got a Nintendo Switch. So I came around his house on Saturday, day after release. I was like, I've got to play it, got to check it out. So I was like amazed. What the fuck is this? This is a video games console? Come on, man. This is like, it's totally different to anything I've seen before. I'm a fan of the 3DS. I'm a fan of handheld gaming, not really mobile gaming. There's some good mobile games out there, you know, but most mobile games are shit, and you know it. It's like solitaire on drugs, most games. So this has taken like video games in general to the next level, where playing your games at home, but you have to go out and you wanna continue playing your game on the train or whatever, and you can do that in the HD. Yeah, just let that sink in. Like, you can play this at home on the big screen, and you can take it with you. Okay, the reflections driving the camera a bit mad. Alright, I'll power up for you guys. Power button's up here, yeah, this one. It's slightly reset, so it's definitely not accidentally pressed. Even if it is accidentally pressed, no biggie, because when you press it, when the console's running, it enters sleep mode, which is the mode it's in 100% of the time, unless you manually turn it off. This is the quick start screen. You can press A to start. I just like pressing home because it's quick and easy. That's what the interface is like. Very minimal. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a bit too minimal. This little dot represents new information next to like news or whatever. Okay, Mario Kart 8 is coming soon. The online service is free at the moment. They're going to release it later on, which is kind of cool. It seems like they kind of rushed the release on this, especially since there's only one good game, in my opinion. 1-2 Switch, and what else? Bomberman's kind of cool, but it's definitely not worth £50 for Bomberman. Come on. I also played that on my friend's console. That was a lot of fun. Especially with 2 Joy-Cons, 2 players. It's pretty dope. The UI, yeah, so the UI is kind of cool. Each button has a special sound effect. And you can press home from anywhere. And if you've owned a Wii U, you know how fucking slow that console is going to the home screen. So as you can see, that took less than a second. There's the controller's settings. You can see console battery life, right and left controller life. And when this is in dock, or plugged in, if it's plugged in from here, Type C, by the way, 15 volts. So it's got, when it's off, it charges really quick. These are all displayed as charging. And as far as I know, if the console is fully charged and disconnected from power, it can slightly charge the controllers, but it won't drain the main console battery, depending on the controller battery percentage. You can change the grip order, so you can, let me show you how you take the controllers off. There's a button on the back here. It's really easy. It's awkward because this is how you do it with 2 hands, yeah? Like that. Nice little sound effects when you take it off. Power light. Extremely light, and I think it's very ergonomic with what they had to work with. Like, they had to keep most of the console flat at the back. This trigger button is extremely nice. This top button is beautiful. You can press it anywhere, so you can have tiny hands. You can have huge hands like me and press it with like half the length of your finger up here. Which on the Xbox One controller, I really hate that controller because the top bumper button is like a lever, like this one. It tilts against this axis here, it tilts. And on the Xbox One, it tilts against that axis. So you have to press it more or less near this end for it to activate, and this end is just like a pivot point, it's solid. But on here, as you can hear, it's recognizing anywhere. So it's suitable for every single weird shaped hand, whatever you can think of, what kind of hands, alien hands, cartoon hands, yeah, even your cat or your dog or something. When you put them in, it makes the awesome switch sound. Woo! Alright, that's pretty sick. When I heard that, I was like, holy shit, that's cool. So, still 100%. Battery does drain pretty fast when you're gaming on a heavy game like Zelda. I got about 3 to 4 hours fully charged. Low brightness in this mode. There's a CPU cooling system at the top. There's a little vent with a heatsink. It's pretty cool. It's a NVIDIA custom single processor unit. So it's got RAM, CPU, GPU. Wait, I think the RAM could be on a separate chip, but it's all together on one chip. This is the dock for game cartridge. It's always interesting to see a game cartridge on a modern console, a home console. This is how fast it loads, watch this. That's it. It just recognized the game. It must have extremely high read-write speed. I don't think it writes on the cartridge actually, just read. And the cover's kind of alright, it moves a little bit. Headphone jack. Volume up and down, which is extremely annoying to press when you've got it in this position, normal position. You can't reach it, so you have to like put your thumb under here, get up there, adjust the volume, so you've got to pause the game basically or you'll fucking die, whatever you're playing. No D-pad, this is a strange directional D-pad. They did this obviously because this turns into a separate controller, so you can hold it like this. So you've got A, as you can see, you'd have bottoms B, right's A, left's Y, top's X. It gets kind of confusing when you use this one, because this is A, B, X, Y, when you change the grip order on this setting in here. If you change the grip order, what you do is press these two, and it should recognize. Yeah, it's recognized that you want to play a game in this mode, so this is used as a single controller at the moment. You can cancel that. Alright. You can often forget the screen is to touchscreen, which is cool. Press L and R. Alright, it's recognized I'm using it as a single controller mode. Put it back in. I need to tell you guys something. This is my third Nintendo Switch console. Yeah, my third one. I've sent 2 others back to the retailer because this clip here, this little one here, it moves up and down when you push the release button. See that? They broke on both consoles, and I've been extremely careful with this one. They broke. The console was in my bag like this, and at work I put it down excuse me, on the table, and it must have knocked like that and snapped that clip, and you didn't have to press the release button to get rid of the controller. But now they won't come out without pressing the button, and you need to hold the bottom of the controller to press the power button, as you can see, and push the cartridge in and out. You've got to hold it there. So yeah, I was really annoyed how crap the design is in terms of durability. And yeah, so on the second console I broke it in my bag again, but the other side was okay. So I was like, that must be why it's breaking, because it's being tapped. And I did an experiment myself with the second console. I tapped it on a table and it snapped. Literally, this is on a soft bed, but I went like that and it broke. I was like, holy shit. So I took it back, I went to a different retailer, bought another one, and now I'm being extremely careful. Waiting for my case still, waiting for my screen protector, because the screen is plastic. If you can see, I can bend it. It is a decent screen though. If you hold the home button, you've got quick settings. You can access this in the game on any screen at all. Even when there's nothing, if the game's booting, anything's booting, that can always be brought up over it on top. It's an overlay, which is cool. So yeah, the only one game worth buying, and which is really sucky. So they should have waited, I think, until they had a better lineup to be released with the console. Because at the moment, I'm just playing this. It's such an incredible game, really amazing. But I haven't got anything else to play. So it's gonna have to tide you over if you've got one of these consoles until anything else comes out, like Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. There's nameless others that I don't know about, which are probably really cool. Yeah, so in general the battery life is okay, 4000 milliamps or something. People say the battery could have been bigger, but you got to think about it takes longer to charge then, and this is a mobile console, so if you want to charge it quick time and you want to go where you want to go, you gotta wait much longer if it's a bigger battery, you know, it makes sense. So they took stuff into consideration. Nintendo ain't fucking stupid. Maybe with the Wii U a little bit, but I thought the Wii U was a cool console myself. What else? Yeah, the screen's good. It's got these black bars around it, so you're not interfering with the game. You can makes the controllers slightly bigger, basically. But they could have made the screen bigger, I think. It's just sort of like a waste of space. I'm not sure why the sides are so, the black bars are so wide. I'm not sure why the black bars are so wide. So let me just show you how quick that's how quick the OS is. Pause the game. I can go into settings. I'll press home again and press home again. I'm back in the game. Sleep mode. This is the mode the console's in most of the time, even when it's docked. Press home. That's it, it's back in. So pretty much I never close this game, this is always running. It only closes when you take out the cartridge and put a different game in, of course. Which I think is really cool. And people haven't and I think people haven't appreciated the quietness of this console. There's no disc running, the fan's silent, even when it's in the dock, so you're at home playing a stealthy section of the game, really quiet. There's no or the disc running or the fan, you know, it's peace and quiet. Good bit of design in that way, sound, keeping the console quiet. So I recommend buying one if you like Zelda, but if you don't, I think there's pretty much no point buying it right now. And so you could stick to whatever console you've got there at the moment, Xbox One. If you don't like handheld gaming, I'd say this is still a waste of money, because they made it for both types of people. But yeah, so even if you don't like handheld gaming, I think this may turn you to the dark side and make you appreciate what handheld gaming could be for you. Yeah, so they should have kept some kind of strap option. I guess not at the bottom because it goes in the dock. Maybe at the top. Somewhere, they could have put it somewhere, you know, because holding it in one hand is Scary stuff. Even though it's got the nice lumps on the back. Very, very worried about dropping this console. It's gonna happen right now or never, you know. So yeah, that's my quick summary. Okay, it's about 15 minutes long, but yeah, let me know any questions about the Switch you wanted to know. I'll reply in the comments or anything. Cool, peace out.